there guys, it's Dashabella and Stormy, and today we're going to be looking at all the new Atlantean Arabians that you can breed for in the latest Star Equestrian fantasy breeding update. So I have Stormy out here today because all the horses I'm about to show you, you can only get these if you have the Atlantean Arabian as the main parent, because obviously they're all part of the same family, the Atlantean Arabian family. Beautiful horse, by the way. These are obviously like one of my most favorites, I think, in the entire game. I just love the design of these horses, these beautiful scales. It's so shiny. It's got these beautiful glittery lights on them as well. Unfortunately, my Arabian is not maxed out, so it doesn't show like all of the cool glittery effects. But look, that's okay. Okay, I like how these horses look. I love seahorses. That's what I'm trying to say, okay? I really like seahorses. But yeah, as long as you have this horse, you have step 1 done for getting one of the new Arabians. Now obviously the step 2 is figuring out, do you have the other fantasy horses required to get the new fantasies? And speaking of the new fantasies, let's have a look at all the different kinds that are currently available in the game. So at the moment, there are only 4 different Atlantean Arabians that you can try to breed for. So from left to right, we have the Frozen Atlantean, the Cosmic Atlantean, the Atlantean Ghost, and the Atlantean Flame. And what I really love about these horses is that they are just so colorful. They are so ridiculously colorful. Like, no matter which one you breed, they are so flashy. And another cool thing that I really love about these horses is that I think at the moment they are one of the few horses, because they're not the only horses to have this, but they're one of the few horses in the game to actually have these like pets built into them. You'll understand what I mean about this a little bit later on, but you get these little sea animals that are going to sit on the back of your horse. And I mean, you can probably see it if you like really squint and look at these pictures. So each horse will have its own pet, and the pet will be like kind of a similar color to the main horse. So yeah, these are all the different kinds that you can get, but let's have a look at them in game because the pictures don't do these horses justice at all, guys. So I'm going to start off with the Atlantean Flame first, because in my personal opinion, this one is probably the easiest and cheapest horse to get out of the entire Atlantean family. And I say this because if you would like to breed for this one, you need to breed a Atlantean Arabian with a Vulcan Frisian. And for anyone that has not played Star Equestrian or you're very new to the game, the Vulcan Frisian is a club horse. You can actually get this horse for free if you're part of a top ranking club. You can potentially get it in your weekly champions chest. Now obviously there is a lot of luck involved, but compared to all the other horses here, this is the only free/cheap horse that you can get. Everything else is much harder to get and requires you to spend either quite a lot of money with summoning, or you have to spend an insane amount on the VIP banner. We're going to talk about that a little bit later on. But anyways, the Atlantean Flame, I think this is just a very unique looking horse. It's not my favorite personally. The color scheme is interesting to say the least, because of course it's like a seahorse crossed with a flaming horse. So you do have the black coral leafy mane and tail, the goldish kind of body, and the red underbelly as well. But the coolest thing, and I think that my favorite part about this horse, is the stingray on its butt. The stingray on this horse is so cute. I kind of wish it moved a little bit more, but I'm such a sucker for having pets in games, especially if it's like an extra bonus. And the fact that there's sea animals on these horses too, like, I love it so much. Also, I love the way that the mane and tail looks in game. Now, obviously not in the preview because the preview is kind of bugged, but out in game, when you know you're out with other people, it looks way better. Like, these horses turned out, I think, a lot cooler than I originally thought. So yeah, that's the Atlantean Flame. Cheapest one to get. If you are a free to play or someone that doesn't spend a lot, I'd probably be looking at trying to get this Atlantean Arabian. The next Atlantean Arabian we're going to talk about is the Frozen Atlantean Arabian, a very icy blue version with a bit of a green underbelly. And I think out of all the Arabians, this one probably has the coolest pet. So this one has a crab on its rump, and it's on the top of the rump. It's not to the side, so it's not like clinging for dear life, but it is sort of chilling at the back. And you know, it's not the best looking crab, but it's a crab, guys, okay? It looks super, super cute. So to breed the Frozen Atlantean, you actually have two options of pairings. So firstly, you have to have an Atlantean Arabian. There's no other way of getting this horse. But the second parent can either be the Glacier Storm or the Winter Clydesdale. So if you get lucky with summons, you can try and use a Glacier Storm. Alternatively, if you are someone that has spent a lot of money and you managed to get level 6 VIP and you got the Winter Clydesdale, then you can use that instead. Again, it's got the really cool effect as well on the body with the glittering sparkles, as well as that effect on that mane and tail. I really like the color scheming on this horse personally. This might be my second favorite, I think, out of all of the breedable Atlanteans. Just because I think it's like the perfect color of blue, and the crab obviously, so a little bit of biased. So next up we have the Atlantean Ghost, and honestly guys, this horse, now that I look at it, does kind of look like a ghost. This is one of the horses that I have bred, and I called mine Noxious because it really just looks like a radioactive horse. It could be a ghost seahorse as well, just because of how the eyes look, but it is very scary, it is very creepy, and it's just bright green. And I'm not surprised that this is bright green, because if you want to breed this, it is a cross between a Atlantean Arabian and a Night Glow, and we all know how bright green the Night Glow can get. The cool thing with this Atlantean Arabian is that there is a little green octopus on its little rump, and I think out of all the pets, I think the octopus is probably the cutest out of all the pets. You know, no, I'm not gonna diss the stingray and the crab, they're cute in their own way, but the fact that the octopus is bobbing its head to the side, so stinking cute. But the Atlantean Ghost, in game, when I have ridden this horse, it is so bright and flashy, like I could leave it on the other side of the arena and I can see my horse, guys. It is just so bright and green. You are going to stand out of the crowd riding this horse. And then finally, the last Atlantean, we have the Cosmic Atlantean. And this was my first Atlantean that I actually bred because, you know, I didn't know what this horse was going to look like, so it was a total surprise for me. But obviously, as you can see, it is a purpley pink Atlantean Arabian. And just like the Atlantean Ghost, it also has a little octopus pet on its little bouquet. So personally, I just like the color scheming a little bit more for this Cosmic Atlantean. No hate for the green or anything, but I mean, you guys can probably tell I'm a bit of a pink/purple girl, so I do prefer this color scheme on this Arabian. Again, the effects on it is just very, very cool. I think, again, my favorite part about this horse is just the octopus. It is so cute. And I've gotten so many compliments when I'm riding this horse out in Star Equestrian, so I guess like some extra ego points here and there just because of how cute this horse is. I'm surprised I don't see a lot more of this out in the world too, but again, this is another really, really pretty horse to ride out in the world. So now you know what all four of the Atlantean Arabians look like. There's a couple more things I kind of want to talk about before we end today's video. So we're going to mosey on over to my horse inventory because I have far too many horses. So the Atlantean Arabian, these horses are all classified as Atlantean Arabian. So whenever you breed for one of these horses, you're going to be able to build up the same mastery. So if you are really wanting to level up the mastery of your blue Arabian, you can absolutely do this just by breeding different versions of the Atlantean Arabian. If you can only breed like one or two kinds, and if you're that desperate to get to mastery 5, you can technically breed dupes. Personally, I don't recommend it just because I feel like it's a waste of gems. Like if you keep playing the game, eventually you are going to unlock the other horses. So try not to do that, but if you have the money, then sure, you know, do whatever. Now, looking at the stats for these horses, okay, 100 speed, 100 stamina, 75 acceleration, 75 agility, and 50 jump. If I'm not mistaken, this is actually the same as the main Atlantean Arabian. Actually, I'm not 100% sure, so we're gonna have a look at this together, but I'm pretty sure it should be the same. Yeah, it is actually exactly the same. Okay guys, that's going to be it for the Atlantean Arabian showcase. I hope you enjoyed the video and I hope you guys find it helpful as well, because during the update, no one knew what these horses looked like, and now that we do, you guys can make an informed decision as to whether or not you want to breed these horses to begin with. Whether it be for collection or competition, that's totally up to you. But personally, I really like these horses. I think they're super cute. I love running around with them. I love riding them. This is my favorite. This is Squid, because I think Squid looks absolutely fabulous. And maybe I'm going to be seeing a lot more of these little guys on the server. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Anyways, that's going to be it for me today. Have a great day, guys, and happy breeding!